When I look at these choices, it is immediately obvious to me that we are testing verbs in some way. And my first step in evaluating verbs is to decide whether these choices can be definitively classified as singular or plural. This is not something where I need to make little sentences. The ideal situation is you just know, you've just memorized it, that have is plural, are is plural, was is singular, were is plural. And that basically gives me the answer is probably going to be C because of the 3 versus 1 strategy. With these verb agreement questions, if the singulars and plurals matter, if all the choices can be classified as either singular or plural definitively, then that rule is going to apply. And generally speaking, you're going to get one that is different from the other 3. And the 1 is the right answer. So we can verify that though. Let's go to the sentence and let's see if we can find the subject that applies to this verb. Every last second of Space Shuttle mission STS-79, which lasted 10 days and 3 hours, was carefully monitored by a team of experts. Yeah, that sounds good to me. And I know it's right because every last second, right? It's kind of weird to think this way, but every second is actually singular, even though it sounds like it's plural, multiple seconds. No, it's 1 second. Every last second, it's talking about them individually. So this is a case where, I don't know, I worry that if you didn't use this 3 versus 1 strategy, you might second guess and start to think, wait a minute, it sounds plural, Plus, 10 days and 3 hours also kind of sounds plural. That part we can ignore because it's in an extra clause. But that's technically also there to trap us. So we just got to be careful here. But yeah, every last second is singular, right? We would say something like every last second is precious. To me, it would just sound weird to say every last second are precious, right? That sounds odd. I hope that sounds odd to you. But we start to lose our sense of what sounds good when the SAT is forcing us to think about this rule. Because we just, we have options now. Normally, when we talk, a word comes out, and it's usually right because we just know how to talk. But when we're given options, suddenly that ability to kind of just know falls away. But luckily, this strategy of this 3 versus 1 thing really just keeps us on track. I'm not just picking C and being done. It's always possible the SAT breaks this little rule, this little strategy, but I kind of go into the sentence knowing what to expect. I know I'm probably looking for a singular subject, so it helps me make sure I don't fall for a trap and kind of stay on target. But even in this case, if you started doubting it, you'd have to be really, really sure that they were breaking their normal patterns to pick something else. I recommend sticking to the strategy. It's much more likely to be right than you are.